is a spark plug for this team right at the top of the order. She also plays a mean third base. And in the circle, we told you about her, Anaya Nieves, who is ready to go after the last time that we saw her was, you know, several days ago against Japan. They've only played one game.
Yeah, she should be really rested. She will throw a drop, rise, and curveball, but really one of, if not her best pitch, is going to be her changeup. We will point it out to you because the way that she throws it is very unique. You can't miss it. It's really cool. Backhand flip changeup.
You win this game, you're into the semifinals. You lose, you're not done yet. You will play New Jersey tomorrow at 6 p.m. So Hunter Sparks steps in, and we are set to go here in Greenville, North Carolina. And this is a Kentucky offense who, man, turned things around from their regional because they only hit 208 in the regional. Man, totally flushed that. And here they are with 2 run rule wins in this tournament. Sparks chasing that pitch upstairs.
Way out in front of that changeup. Oh. We have some super slow cameras. We're going to get to see the release up close and personal. Can't wait. It's really cool.
That's going to be a fun one.
Look how far in the box, or back in the box, Hunter Sparks is, knowing that Nieves throws with this good velocity. Her right foot all the way back as far as she can go on the line.
Nieves pitching for this Puerto Rico team from Guamaya, Puerto Rico. This Little League has been here, their 3rd appearance in the last 5 years. Last time we saw them was in 2023.
That's going to be a key pitch for her. If she can throw that first strike, she can dominate in that circle.
And it's such a touch pitch. You know, she needs to get in rhythm with that pitch early. Meaning you want to have a certain touch and feel and rhythm to that release point, the way that it feels coming out of your hand. And once you get it, you feel it, you can repeat it over and over again. But we'll see how she throws it early on in this game to get in a groove.
It's going to hit right back to Nieves, who will make the toss over to first, fielding her position well.
Well, I think what makes her even tougher, Michelle, with that changeup is because she can throw so hard in on these righties' hands. Like, that was a tough pitch for Hunter Sparks to handle because she mixed in the changeup, and that 58 up and in on the hands feels like 64, 65.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now Avery O'Brien's turn, and you saw her favorite subject is Spanish, so I wonder if she has been talking to this Puerto Rico team. There's been a lot of opportunity for them to interact with each other. Got to go to the AUSL Pro game last night, all 12 of the teams here at the Little League World Series.
And there was a lot of interacting last night in the stands. A lot of exchanging autographs on their uniform jerseys if they were a team that had already gotten eliminated, or a big 14-inch softball, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like one that you can get hundreds of autographs on.
Obviously, a lot goes on the field, but so many opportunities for these young ladies to experience so much here at the Little League World Series.
Two now. Nieves facing Avery O'Brien, the second baseman.
And Nieves is just long and lanky. You know, she's got those long legs, long arms. Really gets off that pitching rubber out to the edge of the circle.
Listed at 5'6", which, I mean, we've seen a 4'6" athlete here this week.
I think that's a cool part about softball is that you can be any size and play this game. And you see it at the college level, the international level, the Little League level. So many different heights.
Avery O'Brien fouls off the full count pitch.
And this first time through the order, just like what we saw in the first game today, these hitters are going to be feeling out these pitchers as these pitchers are only getting tougher from here on out as we move on in this tournament. So all these looks, making her throw these pitches, good looks for the rest of the team and themselves.
Nice battle here from O'Brien. Fouling off some pitches.
Yeah, this will be the 8th pitch that she's about to see. Her dad, J.W. O'Brien, is the manager of this Kentucky team. When he's not doing that, he's a farmer owner. Ball 4 inside. First base runner for Kentucky.
That is a great at bat by Avery O'Brien. Saw everything that Nieves has to offer.
And now Presley Roberts, who has had some of the best at-bats that we have seen this week. She's their shortstop. What stood out about her at-bats, Michelle, to you watching Presley Roberts?
Just how silky smooth she is from that left side.
I like Suki, too.
Suki, too. I didn't know if that was a Japanese word. It was close. Sugoi, which means great, so.
Love it.
Just very talented, you know, hits from the left side, fields from the right side. Also a pitcher.
Takes this one to second. Sanchez records the out. Runner is at third.
First baseman,
Paisley Edge went 1 for 2 in their last outing against Connecticut on Monday. Had a double and an RBI in that game. That the change?
That was it right there. Not being able to locate that at the top of the zone, but that was close. Some high heat following that pitch too. I like that pitch sequence. This Kentucky team hitting close to 500 in the World Series coming into this game, and Nieves could potentially get out of this first inning with no runs given up.
And she'll do just that and gets her first strikeout. She's enjoyed some nice run support from her offense this week, as Kentucky has only allowed 1 run in each of their 2 games that they have played, and scored a total of 26.
And I'm sure with the additional practice time, this Puerto Rico team was going to be able to prepare for the speed of somebody like Michaela Knight. They played the Japan team, whose pitcher pitched in the upper 40s, maybe hitting 50 every now and then. So to go from that speed to Curly speed, 57 to 60 miles an hour, is a big change.
And she starts with a strikeout.
Well, she's done a very good job of locating pitches on both sides of the plate. This one's a little bit center and ends up getting her first strikeout. Have a little bit of down movement. Nice pitch, though.
Rosemarie Ruiz up at the plate, the catcher for Puerto Rico. Her dad, Jose, is the manager. And she's a Mets fan.
See, a little bit behind on that one, and it's like, even if you went and practice off the machine to some speed, it's different in game when that speed is coming at you and a real pitcher is pushing off the rubber and going through an arm circle.
And this was Jose Ruiz, who actually ended up playing baseball in Missouri, stayed for 5 years. He started playing baseball at the age of 10.
Vamos, 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 voy a ti, vamos.
Two here. This is Michaela Knight. Curley working in the circle. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this game.
Now, how about that changeup? Both these pitchers in this game have very good changeups, and she's talks about the fact that's her favorite pitch to throw, rightfully so. Freezes a lot of hitters.
Oh, that just kind of stayed there right at the knees and floated on into the outside corner.
And she'll get Puerto Rico's pitcher, Anaya Nieves, to swing and miss. While Curley's working in the circle, she's getting the pitch calls from her mom. Favorite food for Jenna? Mac and cheese?
I think that's always a solid choice.
Oh, yeah. Last game we had somebody eating shrimp pregame. There's always something interesting with food, or who knows.
I had never seen that before. Shrimp and ice cream pregame.
Not shrimp ice cream. We do believe it was separate, but shrimp and ice cream.
I think it's one of those things we need to get down to the bottom of.
Well, Chris Button is here. Back-to-back K's going back to last inning. Well, maybe not shrimp, Chris, but what's going on in the stands?
Yeah, I'll figure the shrimp thing out tomorrow. This is where dreams are made of for little girls. How about these two, Evie Reese and Lainey Nichols? They came all the way from Charlotte. They're in the 4th grade, 9 years old. See you in 3 years. They're currently playing in the 4th grade league, and I talked to them about it. They've driven 4 hours to be here. Maybe one day in 3 years we'll see them playing out on this field, ladies.
Oh, that is so cool.
That's awesome.
We need to clip that and save it for 3 years from now. Go back and find it and show it when they're playing here.
It is neat when you have some of the teams that are drivable, and then they eventually get here to say, hey, you know, when I was this age, my parents brought me to this field to see the girls play, and now here I am.
Well, it's important. It's like a measuring stick. If you look at them, you're like, oh, I'm kind of like that, or I can do that, right? I see them doing it, and those are the things that are important.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball and 2 strikes to Haley Warren from Anaya Nieves. Got her on the change.
This changeup starting to get going. Backhand flip changeup on the inside corner. Freezes Haley Warren. That is the best changeup that she's thrown today.
Absolutely. And look how tight the spin is. And that tight spin is what fools the eye of the hitter. The tight spin makes it appear like it's coming 60 miles an hour when it's floating in the 40s.
She has retired 17 of the last 18 batters that she has faced with 7 strikeouts, 3 straight. Remember, she is coming off a 12 strikeout performance against Japan.
Another one, just missing the bottom of the zone.
Her timing is so good, the way her arm comes through that hip. Such a timing pitch, and she is on point with it.
Facing Evelyn Källström. Källström got a piece. Hopping out to center. And Kentucky has its first hit.
Pitch on the inner half, and she just barrels that up. And that's a big hit, because earlier in this at-bat, she sees the changeup, but she still gets that bat head out. And look, there's a little excitement over there at first base, rightfully so.
Källström's pumped up. Bottom of the order, Brenly Bishop.
It's the type of hit that feels really good when the ball comes off the bat. You can just go back to your playing days and remember what it feels like to just be on time and send it right back up the middle of the field. Källström's having a great World Series.
3 for 6. Straight up in the air, Ruiz underneath it, and Kentucky leaves the runners stranded. Scoreless ball game here.
I don't know, there's so many different words for changeups, and then Nieves is more of a backhand flip changeup. So side by side, they look totally different with their release.
But the key is that they both are a change of speed, very good change of speed. So you've got velocity up near 60 miles an hour. These pitches coming in the high 40s, and it just keeps hitters off balance.
And so when Nieves throws it, she's actually thinking about the back of her hand leading the ball through her release. Versus when Curley throws it, she's kind of thinking more about the side of her hand leading through her release. So they're 2 different versions of a changeup, but both are very, very effective. It just is a unique pitch for each pitcher.
And makes them both very successful.
Ventura is retired. Is it just picking what works for you? Like, why is it so different for each pitcher?
A changeup is a very finicky pitch, Courtney, for each pitcher. They'll try 10 different ways to throw it or grip it, or what's the rest of the lineup? Bernardi hitting in the 9-hole and a 2-strike hit right back up the middle. She shortens up, lets Curley provide the power, bat to ball right back up the middle of the field.
Alanis Ortiz Santiago is going to try to work here with 2 down and a runner on for the first time today.
Curley works at such a fast pace.
She does.
Too. It's another unique thing, pitcher to pitcher. Some like to take a long time in between pitches, and some like to get the ball and go.
Pop up into the air. Coming in is Presley Roberts, the shortstop, to take over there, and the threat is in. Hunter Sparks wasting no time, but right into Ventura's glove at short.
Nieves has gotten Hunter Sparks out with weak contact 2 times now. So second time through the order for Kentucky, getting to see Nieves. We will see if they are able to adjust to her speed. And just like we talked about with Michaela Knight, being able to work both sides of the plate, in and out, Nieves has done the exact same thing.
Avery O'Brien walked in the first inning and stole a base. Her favorite softball player, Sis Bates.
That's a good pick.
Excellent choice.
I'm waiting for the moment they have a favorite softball player and we're like, we don't know about that choice. Because all of them,
challenge accepted.
We wouldn't do that, but all of them that come up, we're like, we love her, oh, she's great. A lot of people love her over and over again.
You're
so
like,
many great role models.
Avery O'Brien hops it over to Mejia. Tonight it's Major League Baseball on ESPN. Royals hosting the Twins. You can see it at 7:30 Eastern, also streaming on the ESPN app. Catch baseball tonight at 7 p.m. Presley Roberts. Ooh, foul ball.
Good job by Bernardi, the first baseman, to try to grab that before it went foul.
Well, Presley Roberts, not only would she like to travel to Turks and Caicos if she won the lottery, but her favorite player is Nyjah Kennedy, who played for the same Louisville Lady Sluggers organization that she also plays for outside of Little League.
Yeah, I think because Nyjah played at Stanford in California and then in Texas at Texas Tech, I think a lot of people maybe thought she's from either California or Texas. A lot of softball players come from those states, but Nyjah is from the Midwest.
I thought it was cool too. A couple of the Puerto Rico players put Nyjah as their favorite player as well.
One of those transcendent players that was always meant to be, or always going to leave a mark on our sport. You could just tell when she was a freshman that is what was going to happen.
Decision on which one to go after.
I feel like those never work out.
They're rigged.
Yeah.
Presley Roberts draws the walk. You got it, dude.
Is he gonna get it?
I think you have to wait for it to stop wiggling around there.
Oh, I just thought they were. No.
It's so close. Hey, Dad, I need another quarter.
Error. Paisley edge. Look at that swing. It's going to roll to the wall. Green light going ahead for Presley Roberts. She scores.
Wow. This ball is just mashed. Hitting in the 4-hole. That's a high pitch, but look at the way she barrels that up. She gets on top of this and whacks it into the gap, Amanda, and it's off to the races.
Well, and how important was that walk to Presley Roberts? You know, Presley Roberts has had such good at-bats, and you could tell that on that full count changeup that they threw to her, they didn't want to give her anything good to hit because she's been so good this World Series. And then Paisley Edge has her back after the walk and drives her in.
On the first pitch.
On the first pitch again.
Yes. Finley Bevan. Oh, they're feeling it. Kentucky looking for another run, and Paisley Edge is home. Bevan at second.
Holy cow, back-to-back doubles.
On time, using the middle of the field. Look at Bevan just throw her barrel at this pitch. She put things together and makes some adjustments quick.
Katianis Chaparro Mercado leading off. And that's going to roll foul. Leaping up is Presley Roberts. Let's check in with Chris.
Courtney, I know you say Curly wears her hair down because of its superstition. It's also a little bit about physics. I talked to her mom before the game, said, you know, the ponytail doesn't work with the face mask or the helmet. However, she's tried to get her to put it up, but she won't. But she has convinced her in her other sports, basketball, volleyball, it's got to go up. It only goes up 30 seconds before the game starts, but it's progress.
That's awesome.
Michelle played with your hair down, right?
100%. It was the same reason. I wore a visor, and my hair was always down because I couldn't deal with having to put it up when I was pitching, and it was down to get my helmet on when I was hitting. It was like that was too much energy, so it just stayed down the whole time.
Well, I will say it is a very particular thing because when you have a higher ponytail, yes, then you have to put your helmet on, then the helmet pushes your ponytail down. You have to redo all of your hair. So it is a thing that you have to think about as a softball player, no matter what you choose. And I'm even noticing the entire infield for Kentucky has a low ponytail going on, and when they have a low ponytail, then their face mask stays out of the way of their ponytail, and their helmet is not going to be hitting it every time that they take it on and off.
Well, Chris mentioned volleyball. If you're playing in the front row as a hitter, you have to have a low ponytail, because if a high ponytail, you could hit your setter in the face.
That wouldn't be
or
good.
a player blocking next to you.
Yeah.
So just, you know, throwing that out there.
You have to worry about.
Also, hair in the net doesn't count. And that's your volleyball lesson for today. A 7-pitch inning.
Umpire called it fair. The first base umpire was actually dancing over the ball and looking down.
J.W. O'Brien is the Kentucky manager. Just went out to talk to the home plate umpire, and they're going to take a look at this. You're looking for where it is when it goes across the base.
Correct.
Yeah, and also once one umpire calls it a foul ball, then it's immediately dead, even despite the home plate umpire doing it one way and the other umpire doing it the other way. Once one of the umpires calls it a foul ball, then it's dead, and that's what you have to go with.
And keep in mind, too, the orange base, the safety base, is in foul territory.
We actually had this same thing happen in a college game that I was calling. I can't remember which one it was, but same thing happened, except you can't review it in the college game because it was called foul on the field.
Well, what was the original call in this one? Foul? Okay.
Yeah.
You do get 2 challenges per game, and if you're correct in your challenge, you get to keep it. This called a foul ball on the field.
See where it goes over the bag.
It was really hard to tell.
You would think if they overturned this, they would put her at second base.
Yes, she was at second base
Yes.
by the time the fielder picked up the ball.
Different in the college game. You would not be able to review this play. Little soccer in the circle.
That's right.
What's up for grabs in this game? If you win this game, that means you get to go right to the semifinals, which will take place on Saturday. Opponent to be determined. If you lose this game, you'll play tomorrow at 6 against New Jersey. And they're going to put her at second base and say it was a fair ball.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Mostly because, you know, the first base umpire is trying to obviously not get hit by the ball. And so the clearest view is probably the home plate umpire to see where it went over the base.
So Jenna Ball's going to have her second double of the World Series. And an opportunity to add to Kentucky's lead with Haley Warren at the plate, just one away here in the top of the 5th. Both of Kentucky's runs came on RBI doubles in the 4th inning. Hops back to Nieves, and that's out number 2. Runner at third.
Good job by Nieves to induce the ground ball, get the out after a lengthy review.
We have a couple of pitchers who know exactly what they want to do when the ball comes their way. Very confident in fielding their positions. Remember, Kjellstrom swung early in the count, first pitch that she saw, and that was the inning that they broke up or got their first hit, but Kjellstrom was really aggressive early in the count.
Kjellstrom also competes in triathlons. Huh? Dang.
It's impressive.
Going back, making the grab is Sanchez at second. Runner stranded for Kentucky, but a 6-pitch inning for Anaya Nieves. Pitch inning is she set him down 1-2-3. She's got 6 strikeouts in this game.
She's been impressive. 3 of her 4 innings. She's retired the side in order. And just been on a roll.
Yeah, it's always fun to see these pitchers get more and more comfortable as the World Series goes on, because you're then able to see what they're really capable of. You get here on Sunday in your opening day, and you're not 100% of your best self. You know, there's so much pressure, expectations, travel, energy, excitement, nerves. I mean, all the things hit you, but then these players start to get really comfortable and they start to swing the bat like themselves and pitch like themselves and play third base that way too. And you just see how awesome they are.
A big cut from Josemarie Ruiz. And Curley's ahead 1-2.
Her heart rate just never increases, and that's what Coach O'Brien had said about her too. You can look out in any situation, and I don't even know if she was nervous to start, but she is getting better as this World Series has gone on, and maybe her heart rate wasn't increasing even in the opening round game, but she just looks better and better.
Even since the regionals.
Hopping in center, Ruiz is on. Making the adjustment after she struck out in the first inning.
This could be a massive inning for Puerto Rico to put some things together. Top of their lineup coming up, getting these second looks off of Curley.
Just the second hit for Team Puerto Rico. Anaya Nieves up. She takes the first pitch. Scooped by Jenna Ball. Runner is safe at first.
I didn't even think that was going to be a close play at first base at all. But the arm that Jenna Ball just had in the transfer made that a close play at first base. Wow.
That was impressive.
And Ruiz diving back into the bag. Got her hand caught up. Taking a look at her.
And Amanda, back to your point real quick about Curly, about Achilles. It really has gotten me comfortable since regionals. You know, they had that very important regional going up against Indiana, who probably was favored because they were here last year. They were runners-up in the Little League World Series to Pennsylvania. Had an experienced pitcher and team.
They're going to take Ruiz out and replace her with Nieves.
So there's a
Courtesy
runner coming in.
The pitcher is courtesy running for the catcher.
I've seen that happen again. But I feel like for all these athletes, it's not just Curly, Michaela Knight. It's been a lot of them being able to see them over the last 2.5, 3 weeks get comfortable. It's been fun.
Mejia. Paisley Edge with the grab. That was so high it went above the press box.
By Presley Roberts, pass the bat to a first pitch double by Paisley Edge, and that's that's how we got to where we are. Just a matter of 2 pitches, the walk and then the first pitch, the next batter.
Yeah, first hits given up only in the bottom of the third, top of the fourth. It's been a pitcher's duel for sure.
Well, Brinley Bishop, bottom of the order, up for the second time facing Anaya Nieves. Latin America trying to hold this score so they can have a chance to tie it up or walk it off in the bottom of the 6th. And it's a walk to start for Brinley Bishop. You know, for this Kentucky team, they were having a really interesting good luck charm that they used in that regional note. Their manager, J.W. O'Brien, at a county auction bought this bus for his farm. And one thing led to another. It turned into the Little League team bus. They got a sign for the bus, drove it to regionals. The girls loved it. Didn't make it through regionals. The bus could not make it back. So a local car dealership ended up donating a van for them, and one of the coaches drove it down here because they loved that bus so much, Michelle, and it made such a difference at regionals for them.
Well, the coaches were talking too that these girls didn't all really know each other, even though they're from the same community. They said pods. They were like, the girls kind of hung out in these little pods, but riding on the bus together allowed them to get to know each other and have fun and play games. And before you know it, it really helped the team gel. I love it.
Softball bus.
That's right.
Just amazing what like proximity will do.
Yes.
And I would encourage, you know, being on the bus, even not having your phone on,
Correct.
right? Like just having to talk and bond and sing and dance to music and just make so many memories that be goofy. There's so many memories that are created on a bus, whether it's in college or high school, riding to and from the field. Good times.
It's like us in the booth, you know. Just,
In between games, yes.
Who's driving?
It is proximity, though. It's important, right? You get to know people more, and you get to know your teammates better, and share laughs and giggles.
Create inside jokes that make you feel connected.
They did tell us the floor of the bus got really sticky from spilled Gatorade and sodas.
Also a good time to like come up with some cheers that you do in the dugout. Create maybe some nicknames that stick with you for the rest of the summer.
2-2. Hey. Ball.
The sticky floors, though, that reminds me of like being in a movie theater and you go to get your seat and you're like,
never wanted to put anything on the floor in case somebody behind me spilled their drink.
Yes.
Yeah, it was interesting. They were talking also about, you know, they had to have the belts changed on it, like all these things. And they were like, oh, probably won't make it to North Carolina. So
From Kentucky.
yes.
But got to have a bus. I think John Roberts is the one that drove the van down that was donated
Yeah, I think so.
from Kentucky to here in Greenville. Kudos to you, sir. Doing whatever it takes. Hard hit ball. Ventura with the flip over, looking for two. They won't get it, but they will get the lead runner. Chris.
Courtney, they took that bus here while they left another bus back home. That would be the school bus that they didn't take today, because today, for a lot of these girls on the Kentucky team, is their first day of school. What a great reason. If you can't be there for the first day, school's already out. Hopefully people are watching back home. Teachers, we're going to need an absentee card for tomorrow as well.
Yeah. Avery O'Brien, Sanchez leaping up to grab it. They get one. Yeah, there's several teams. Oh. Hunter Sparks is a little slow to get up. Laughing it off. Maybe dirt in the eye. She got dirt on her arm.
All right, we're ready.
There's a lot of these teams that school is starting. I think Team Florida school starts Monday.
It's that time of year.
Such a wide range of all the different start dates. Could be anywhere from like the beginning of August to the end of August based on where you live. It's like a rolling start all throughout the country.
New England, New Jersey is typically after Labor Day.
Wow.
September. But then you don't get off until like middle, end of June, which is not so hot. Had to live that life.
Been there, done that.
Well, you know, sometimes it can snow in May up in there. I live in Connecticut.
Yes, there you go.
Glorious. Really excited about it. Ooh. Presley Roberts drew that really important walk in the fourth inning, which eventually came around to score the first run for Kentucky. There goes Hunter Sparks to second. Safe.
Trying to push another run across here in the sixth inning.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's play.
Puerto Rico will have the final say in the bottom of this inning. Pop up. And it's winner on to the semifinals on Saturday. We'll see the loser tomorrow. Early working it back to a 2-2 against Rivera.
I felt like the at-bats from Puerto Rico, you know, really after the third inning, they've started to figure a few things out, at least make some adjustments and see what they're able to do with these final 3 outs. But it just feels like if there was another couple of innings that they don't figure it out exactly here, that they were just getting close to something.
Well, look at this, just 60th pitch coming here in this sixth inning.
Ball 4.
And that's ball 4. It's the first walk that Curley has issued. Little League thanks its official sponsors, including Arm & Hammer and OxyClean, and Easton Softball, whose support helps create meaningful experiences for communities, volunteers, and young athletes all season. Little League also thanks its dedicated volunteers who make a lasting impact on millions of children worldwide. Camille Rosado is representing the tying run at the plate for Team Puerto Rico. Is Rosado's mom, who might be a little nervous. Strikeout number 7 for Curley, her first since the 3rd inning.
She's done such a good job of just locating pitches. She walked the first batter of this inning, but then comes right back, strikeout on 3 pitches, understanding how important it is to continue to pepper that zone.
Swing and a miss to start this AB. Josilas Ventura up against Curley. Her favorite player, Jocelyn Allo, the Oklahoma great.
That snap throw there. Tricky. Like Reese Atwood back behind the plate.
Right. Avery Emick. Back-to-back Ks here in the 6th for Curley, and Puerto Rico down to its final out.
This pitch has some of the best down movement that we've seen her have. Drop ball, breaks a ton. Right as it gets to the plate, she swings over the top of it and gets the chase. 2 strikeouts in this potentially final inning for Knight.
Comes down to Gianna Lopez.
I love that her mom calls pitches for her. I think that's so cool. We don't see that a lot. Usually I feel like it's the dad, if they're on coaching staff calling pitches, if there is a catcher interference call, I will put her at first base.
And that makes it the first runner in scoring position for Team Puerto Rico.
The catcher, number 5, Ayana Bernardi.
Oh, that was almost like a foul ball. I didn't see the bat actually hit the glove on that angle.
Diana Bernardi already has a single in this game. She is now the go-ahead run and the winning run at the plate.